And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, and once again bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of DC's Superman and Lois Season 3, Episode 6. So, if you have not seen this episode, some spoilers ahead because this was a pretty interesting episode nonetheless. But let's get into it. So, last time we saw Superman and Lois, we have Lois Lane still dealing with her cancer. Now she's going to chemo. She's still doing her thing with the chemo, but she's also still being Lois Lane, trying to get, clues or kind of evidence to point, Mannheim's involvement with these super beings coming out of nowhere, using Superman's blood. At the end of the last episode before they took a break, we found out that Mannheim now has Bizarro's body. So what are they going to do with that? Nobody knows yet. So all that is very interesting. And in this episode, we got to see, another side of Clark where he's at these the group meetings for, the people who are dealing with family members who have cancer. So he's in the grieving councils, obviously dealing with that. And he still doesn't know what to do. He's still very vulnerable with this because, yes, cancer doesn't affect him, but it affects people around him, and he has no idea how to handle it. He takes it out on, on Jordan, who's just trying to, get better as Superboy, if you want to call him that. Lois Lane's already writing her will, and, what's going to happen next if something happens to her, and that's freaking Clark out. We got to see the woman who has the screaming power with the crazy swirl mask unmasked in this episode, so that was interesting. I thought it'd be somebody maybe familiar to the family, but in a way it was, but not in such a way of like, oh, this is a big bad, but what's the motivation? We still don't really know what her motivation is, except the fact that she has powers, but she also has cancer. We found out that the woman who's behind the mask is actually a patient who's been hanging out with Lois Lane while they're doing their chemo. So apparently she's very close to Mannheim, maybe a sister, a wife, or a girlfriend or whatever. So there's that, kind of motivation. So that was pretty interesting to see. We got to see Jordan try to help out his dad. He gets hit by kryptonite because apparently there was a bunch of guards with this woman with the swirly face trying to attack Superman. They used some kind of laser, kryptonite laser guns against him because why not? Jordan got hit. That was interesting. Sam's mother found out about her ex-husband dating the other reporter lady. So there was a big shocker there. Sam's sister, which I didn't think they still had the character because the last time we saw her was like season 2. So I totally forgot that Lana had another daughter who's now a little bit more older, but she's kind of feeling neglected because her sister's getting ready for college. Her mother's the mayor. Her father's a firefighter, but he's divorced and he lives somewhere else. So she kind of felt left out. So, we got to see some of that drama. That was, sure, whatever. But, yeah, this episode was really mostly just about Clark dealing with the fact that, yeah, he may be Superman and he can save people he wants, and he's vulnerable to mostly everything. And at this point, he has no idea what he's gonna do. He's freaking out. He's just not in the right of mind. So there's that. Lois Lane's already like, yeah, okay, I may have cancer, but let me prepare myself for the worst, just in case if something happens to me. She's getting, updating her will, updating her, last testimony or whatever you want to call it when somebody is getting ready to pass away or something. But, yeah. Oh, there's also some, maybe, I don't know, maybe I just saw this, but some kind of chemistry between Jonathan and Sam. So maybe something there. I don't know. He's working with her father in the fire department. So possibilities, they're both graduating together. So there is that. So possible. Who knows? But, yeah. Let's see. Jordan's suit got messed up. So maybe an upgrade soon. So there's that. But, yeah, interesting episode. I really am liking the whole story of just seeing Clark being this vulnerable. We never really got to see that. Like, maybe see a Superman live in a world where there is no Lois for him. What is he if he doesn't have Lois in his life? Oh yeah, he's still Superman, of course, but I feel like that's his humanity lies with his love for her. You know, you can't say that with everybody other superheroes and their relationships. Clark Kent with Lois Lane. How does he act around without Lois? If Batman in a comic or in a TV show or a movie lost, say, Catwoman or Talia al Ghul, the only two love interests that he really has, he's still Batman. He's still going to protect Gotham. Spider-Man is still going to protect, New York if he doesn't have Gwen or Mary Jane. But Superman's a little different. I feel like with Superman having Lois Lane in his life, he feels more humane with, being on Earth, being the only Kryptonian there. But without Lois Lane, what exactly is he? So he needs to figure that out. He needs to figure out the fact that, yeah, I could lose Lois, but the world still needs me as Superman. I still need to help the Earth. I still need to be there to be the protector, because Lois Lane will want me to do that for the planet. So he needs to learn that she could be gone in the next couple episodes. Even though I don't think she's going to die in this season, I still believe the fact that she's going to get power somehow, and that's going to cure her of her cancer, but anything's possible. I just don't see them killing Lois Lane. This was a Spider-Man live-action show or a Batman live-action show. Yeah, maybe possibility kill the Catwoman, kill Talia al Ghul, kill Gwen Stacy again, kill Mary Jane if you want, sure. And those characters, yeah. Lois Lane's a very different character. First of all, she's one of the most popular reporters in all of DC. Without her, there isn't really no reporters. I'm sure she's got Jimmy, but it's not much of a relationship there. But yeah, Lois Lane's like the glue to anything Superman. So I just don't see them killing her off. I do feel like she's gonna get powers for a little bit. Maybe it'll go to her head. Maybe she'll go crazy, but I think that cancer's gonna go bye-bye if she gets powers. But anyway, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, because I thought it was a pretty good, interesting episode. And yeah, I'm glad it's back. And we'll see what happens next week. So leave me a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good night.